Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back today to work in the junk mail envelope journals. And I may only get to one of them today. I'm going to start with the Halloween one because I'm not exactly sure how I want to do the fall one, but I am going to use one of my little laser cut houses, and we're going to do a tag that goes in. I thought I had a larger window. I guess I don't have a larger window on this one, but anyway, in our envelope pocket. So that's the plan. I think I'm going to put this in this journal too. This is that little watercolor I did, and then maybe my little one of my little houses. I painted that last year as a whole picture, but it was too big obviously to fit in here, so I tore it. So that's the plan, but for now I'm going to move aside the autumn journal, and that digital is from Joey Card Maker. So if you're wondering what digital that was with the leaves and the squirrel and all that, that's from Joey Card Maker. So definitely hop over and check out his YouTube and his Etsy shop. It will be in the description box below this video if you don't know it. So what I'm gonna do is I took one of my spooky houses. I have spooky houses and then I have regular houses, and I dry brushed it. And I did this last year, or I would do it with you guys, but I had it done, and so I was like, ooh, I want to use that. So all I did is use like not a great brush. You can use any brush that isn't fantastic, you know, because you kind of want these separated a little bit. Then you're going to take white paint first. I did white paint first, and just dab your brush in it, dab it off, and just do strokes like this. You want dry brush is kind of what the effect needs to be. Otherwise you're just going to paint it white, right? So you want to get that dry spaces between the bristles, that kind of thing. And then after I was done with that, I did the exact same thing with black. So I put more black up here, but you can kind of see the white underneath because I didn't want to just paint it entirely black. I wanted that you know, rustic, messed up. And then I did like a streak there, and I think I did a little down here. You're just trying to get that, like the paint's peeling off the old scary house, right? So that's what we're going for there. And then I have somewhere oh boy, I did have a background piece of book page to glue it all on. There it is. It was hiding from me. So this will fit inside of this envelope. So this is another thing you can do with these book glue pages, is use them to make journaling cards and tags and things like that. So you can see it's sticking out a little. I'm going to tear just a little bit more off of that, and then it will be ready to decorate. So how are you guys doing? I hope you're all fantastic. I'm doing good. Just I don't know if I have allergies or what's going on with my throat, but anyway, just chalk it up to all the lovely things. We've had lots of storms, and I don't know if it's we're getting close to oh my goodness, I can't think of the word. Where they pick all the crops, you know, in the autumn. I don't know, I can't think. Anyways, sometimes when they get driving around on the farmland and stirring up the dirt, it gets me real bad. So I'm assuming that's probably what it is. All right, so what we're gonna do is take this purple paper, and I believe this one's in my Gnome Life digital download. We're gonna use it as our background piece. And I think I will, somebody mentioned, and I'm sorry, I am so awful with names, to do watercolor, like background digital, and I think I will probably do that. I don't know when exactly that will be done, but because I'm working on another one of the fall fodder with the pumpkins and all that digital right now, where I doodle all the little fall pieces and make a digital out of it. So that's what I am working on. My throat is not sore or anything like that, so it just sounds yuck, and I think it's just allergies. Alright, so I think that will work pretty well. Obviously, this is not perfectly torn, either piece here. I don't want to tear any more of that because I want that. I want that to be kind of like my moon. It's a little bit lower than I would want it to be, but that's okay. Alright, that should do it. So that we can glue this on here for our background. And now I have too much, but it's fine. We're just going to do some inking and be happy with it. Because otherwise I'll just keep tearing until there's nothing left. So what are you guys all up to? Anything fun and exciting? I am very happy to be back working. This is what I call working. Rather than tearing my kitchen apart. That's real work. Man, gotta give it to those guys that came in and tore out that old countertop, and then, you know, they bring in the new one. It's a lot of work. I mean, we did a lot of work just cleaning and doing the tile and all that kind of stuff, so I can only imagine how difficult that would be day in and day out in the heat. So I'll get this all glued on. Yeah, I would like if that one bubble was up a little bit higher, but we're just gonna go with it. Oh, look what I got, you guys. I got these when we were at Lowe's the other day. I knew they existed. I just was too cheap to go buy any, but we were, you know, finding stuff for what we needed, and I spotted those, so I grabbed them. So I was very happy. We were going to use them for the counters, but we never ended up doing that, so I ended up with all of them, so yay me. I'm going to put the yellow behind, but first I want to put some of my little characters. I shrunk these down, and this one, I know I didn't cut it out all the way, but it doesn't matter. I don't need it. Because we're going to put her up in the window up here, so you'll only get to see like this. So we don't need the bottom all cut out. It's going to be like she's looking out the window. And I shrunk these on an app because all I have is Apple products. I have no clue about like Windows computers or any of that as far as if you can get a program like this, but it's called Print to Size, and it's just a little printer that you'll see if you get the app, and it works great to you know, make your thing smaller. But a lot of printers do that, so check your printer first. You might be able to, like, it'll say what percentage do you want to shrink it by, and if shrink it 50% or 75% or whatever. I don't know what these were shrunk, like what percentage, because all I do on the print to size is take the corner and make it smaller or bigger. So I don't know exactly what the size was, but you know, just play with it and see what you come up with. And I'm sorry, I don't know anything else other than that, but that's just the app that I use. And it's a very easy one to use. You just put your picture of whatever it is you want in there, and then, like I said, take the little cursor in the corner and make it bigger or smaller. So super, super simple. I use that one for all kinds of stuff. So just get our little tiny witch in there in her little window. And then our Frankenstein guy is going to be coming out the door, so I'm going to kind of just glue him right there. Try to make it look like he's stepping right on that entryway there. And then this ghost is going to go behind the house, but I have to figure out. There's not a ton of room here, so we got to kind of just have him peeking a little, looking spooky back there. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how I want to do the autumn one, but I will figure it out. Like I said, probably only get to this one today, but we're going to keep working on them until they're done. It really, as far as, you know, how long it takes, you can make this as quick or short as you like when you do these pumpkin, oh my gosh, I saw the pumpkin, junk mail or junk envelope type journals, because we're still doing a lot of decorating. So, or you can, you know, obviously make them up and not do anything to them and just decorate them over time, like more like an art journal. So, however it works best for you. Okay, so I think that will work well. And then I'm just going to tear a piece of this, I think. I don't want... It doesn't need to cover the whole back. We just need it to cover the windows. The openings. Oh, did I just knock my... No. Oh, it's up here. My spider web. Oh, yeah. I need to put the spider web. I was thinking, oh, I don't need to put the spider web till after. No, I do need to put it in now. So these are in my shop if you are interested. These little spider webs, all the little die cut things. These houses, spider webs. I've got bats and cats and houses. They're called, or not houses, bats, cats, and hats for witches. I did a lot of those last year to put on the Tim Holtz. I didn't need glue on all those. I'm such a dope. What do you call them? Tim Holtz paper dolls is why I made the witch hats. So they do fit his different sizes of paper dolls. So that's kind of fun. And they're in different kits. Like these are just the spider webs are a kit, and then the bats, cats, and hats are a kit, and then this is in the spooky witches. That spider's a little big, but hey, that makes it more scary, right? Yeah, spooky witches. There's all kinds of things you can find if you're into making Halloween or not Halloween. Like I now have Sherlock Holmes and ladies and gents. Those are lady and gentleman silhouettes, like vintage style, are in the shop. So there's all kinds of goodies that you can find in my Etsy. I'm just gonna kind of tear straight down, I think. Like I said, as long as I get the windows covered, that's all that matters. And then I have not enough, right? I made it too skinny. Well, we'll do the top ones and then we'll take another piece and do the bottom ones. That'll work. Dingy me. Just gonna keep tearing until I have nothing left, pretty sure. Okay. We're going to take and just put some glue around back here, around the openings mostly, just to make sure, because we're going to glue this little house down onto our card. I just want it to stick wherever it needs to. As long as it covers those openings. Okay, And then we need to do the same down here. We can use this piece, I think. Can we? No. This one's too skinny. It's all right. We've always got a use for these bits and pieces of these things. Just get rid of that little corner sticking out too much. And that edge. And we're going to do the same thing. Got Frank all glued down. I didn't do that to the witch, did I? I just sort of left her hanging out there. Not that it doesn't matter. It's all going to get glued down and she's behind, so it doesn't matter. Wherever it's hanging off, I'll just cut it, like right here, or tear it. It doesn't have to be beautiful on the back. Okay, so that just gives you a little light in there to make some things pop out. And there's our little moon. Oh, you know what we need to check is where the house needs to go to be seen through the window. It'll pretty much be seen regardless, huh? Yep. Our little ghost guy over here won't really, but that's okay. Every little bit doesn't have to be seen. Just do it like about there. And we'll add a few other things. We might have some time to do another one. Oh yeah. I'll just have to pause and go figure out what in the world I'm gonna do. I didn't think I'd have time, but this went together faster than I thought it would. I guess because we didn't do the painting of the house, but it's super easy. Like I said, you're just making it look old and rustic. However you can achieve that with inks or paint or whatever, go for it. I don't want to put any glue over where the windows are because we don't want these lines of glue in on the windows. A little bit more right here. Key. And I'm just gonna plunk that on there. And I will come back with a Stabilo all or whatever along the bottom down here. Where did my little tissue go? Oh, you know what I realized I forgot? I went to the store today and I forgot to get paper towels. Don't you hate that? I mean, brain, come on. Then I'm going to put some of my bats out and about, flying about in the night sky. And those two are the same size. We need another size. Do I have any more bats cut? Could do another witchy poo. If I can find it. I don't know if I want another one or not. I don't know if I have a small enough one. Flying. We have gravestones. All different size houses. Ghosts. Oh, ghosts. Oh, I have the ghost. I don't think I have another bat in there. Let's see, let's see. I have more bats in here. There's a bat right there. That was lucky. because I was digging through there before. And all of the different sizes of these come in that kit. I have a crow whose legs fell off just about. That's why I didn't put any of these little bitty ones in the kit when you guys get it, because their legs fall off. So that's not super great. So you'll get a little bit bigger ones and then another style of crow. Do I want the crow? Do I not? I think I just like the bat. I like the bat on here. I think that's how we'll do it. I don't want too much stuff. Okay. Get another tissue since I don't know what I did. Someday I'll remember to get paper towels. I do make lists, but it seems like I still always forget something, even if I make a list. Okay, I like it. Super fun. This is head glue. Tis. All right, let's get our corner. Oh, we don't want to chomp the corners yet. We need to back that with something. That's not long enough. Do I have another piece of, no. Not long enough, or not wide enough. These aren't long enough, that's not wide enough. Sounds right. Yeah, that's just splattered with, that's just copy paper splattered with black acrylic, watered down. If you want to make yourself a bunch of those. I know, oh, this is what I need to tell you guys that I keep forgetting, and I'm so sorry, Nancy. Nancy Pyter on YouTube. I'll try to remember to link her channel too. She made a Halloween journal, flip-flop journal, different than this one. So if you want a different style, go check her out. And like I said, I'll try to remember to link her YouTube channel. And she did kind of colorful splattered pages like these. So, and that was great with the Halloween kit. It was a good way to kind of mask the back pages. Like, I usually print on both sides of my pages when I do the type of journal where you're going to see both sides of the pages. But sometimes, you know, if you already have something printed out that you want to use, splatter the back of it. That was an excellent idea. And you don't need a ton of water, you know, to make these kind of splatters. So you're not like soaking the paper and then messing up the digital and all that. So it works well to just do some splattering. Or spattering, or however you're supposed to say it. I have been known to say both. Just fun to add a little something, but you can still write on that, especially if you chose like a blue pen or something for this one, or red. Make it scary even. Black just might be kind of hard to see because of the splatters. These are super slick. Get them in the paint department and where you get the caulk and all that. Okay, there's that, and then we're gonna chomp these. Like so. This will probably get stitched around, but just in case I decide not to. And I'll add some sort of fabric or something up at the top. Actually, this is going to come out the side, so I probably won't put the fabric at the top. I may do one on the side. All right, there's that. And I'm going to pause. I'll probably just end up painting the house, and then we'll come back and make the tag. But there's the tag for that one. Has the nice window, and then, oh, we gotta cover this. Maybe that's what we'll do, and then we'll do that other one another day rather than starting and stopping on that. So what are we gonna cover this with? Good question. This is my folder for the spooky watercolor. That one's from something else, but that's okay. Let's use some of this. We could put one of the cutout trees on that. A piece of that might be kind of cool. Some of these are from my watercolor forest as well. I think the leaves are too big. I think I'll probably just use those bits. Maybe that tree will work. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Start with this tree, because see, it's a tiny bit. So I don't even know. All right, yeah, we could probably get some of that. Let's tear off this side first. I could do the pumpkins over there. Let's do that, because we can get this bit of skinny tree over here. And I only need about so I think you're barely getting any pumpkin there, but at least it'll be a little, yeah, that will work. Trying very hard to keep the little tiny pumpkin there. Got my fan running today because it's hot again. Well, I'm also creating my own heat. Oh my gosh. So fun being a girl. All the stuff. All the stuff. Another reason to look forward to a cool down in temperatures. Okay, that works. Kind of need a little ink right here. I melted my plastic a tiny bit right there when I was heating this side. So yeah, it's a little wonky, but I figure it's a Halloween journal, so it'll survive. It'll survive a little wonk. I think we'll go with the green because we'll be able to have pretty much just green there. And we can use the orange somewhere else. We're gonna just eyeball this, which will probably be wrong, but you know. If it hangs over a tiny bit, it's okay. Let's get this. I probably should have done this piece first. I know y'all were saying that, huh? Because the pumpkin. The pumpkin, me. Why? Maybe put a leaf or something there. Oh, we could have put a piece of, yeah, green. Oh, that's going the wrong direction. Okay. And then what do we want to put up that side? We could put more pumpkin-y stuff. This is so thin though. That would be kind of cool. It looks kind of eerie or something. I'm going to tear it first. This way and put the orange down there. It might make sense to have the orange at the top too though, because of the tree thing, but we're going to go with this. Instead, just to frame it out here. So we had to get my son a scooter. Because his car, they still haven't been able to look at it, so I have no idea. He's just in the doinkiest little town. And that's why I think that whole murder thing just shocked the crud out of everybody last year, because that town is so tiny. I mean, it makes the town I grew up in look big, and it wasn't. So, I don't know. But anyways, yeah. But he's far enough away. He's not horribly far, but far enough that it takes him quite some time to walk into school, so got him a scooter to get him by. It's always something. It's always something. And I know y'all feel my pain, because we all been there, roll around in this crazy world, trying to hold on to some money, but it doesn't ever happen like that. But we'll muddle through, like we do. Alright, something across there. Let's see, what do I want? I kind of like how that says year ending November 30th, 1904, so I think I'm going to use that. I just think that's kind of fun. Don't know why, just do. No rhyme or reason. Oh, I ripped it. It's crooked. Jeez. I want the 1904 on there, though. We're just going to make it work. I'm going to ink it some more. I didn't get this very straight. Well, part of that is because I'm going to have to put some glue in there. My window is messed up from me trying to melt it. Get it as flat as it can be. All the things you gotta finagle around, I'm telling you. We want, yeah. Gonna have to put something under there. Darn. I'll just use this. That'll work. I just like having that old paper there too. I think that's fun. My glue's drying out because I have a fan going. Turn it this way. And then I dinged that corner, so I'm turning it this way. The whole point was to cover that up. Oh. You guys having fun yet? You're probably like, why do we watch this lady? She's crazy. And you would be correct. Yeah, I like that. I like it. Okay. I think that's good. Need a little something there. Don't know what that is, but let's see if we can figure it out. Let's see if we have. Where are my trees? The little trees. Don't know if I have any of those. Oh, I do. Yeah, that's gonna cover up too much of that, huh? I could kind of go like that and chop it over here. That would work. We could do that. Put that orange leaf there. Or could also do, I can find, see, I jumbled up everything together now, so now I just have a mess. That's what we'll do, a cat. The leaf is bigger than the cat, but it's fine. Nobody ever said this was to scale. Which way do I want it? Which way do I want it? I think I want it that way. Okay. Hopefully this will stick to the plastic okay. Ay, 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 ay. Fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. And I'm stuck to it already. Oh, I didn't come back with my Stabilo all on the other one, did I? See, I just am never done. It's never done. And if you do something like this and you get a lot of glue on your plastic, you can use some rubbing alcohol, like on a Q-tip or a cotton ball or whatever, and remove it. Well, let's get rid of these hanger overers. And our leaf, we're going to put some of our, do I want the leaf? Yeah, I'm going to cut it off probably too. But let's put some ink on it, which works fabulously. And you can also use the Tim Holtz Distress Oxides in, you know, the colors too. But for this one, we're just going to do this so that it's over here. Put the cat up a little bit higher so it doesn't look quite so small. Yeah, I did all different sizes and these itty bitty ones because again, when I made these last year, I was playing with the Tim Holtz paper dolls, and so I wanted them small enough to be able to go, because you know some of those are tiny tiny, so yeah, that's what we did. But they're great for just using too. I mean, obviously you don't have to use them just with the Tim Holtz stuff. That's just kind of how I made them. Okay, let's do the same with this one. Just because, otherwise it looks sort of like it's just floating in space, you know. It's not a great look. I mean, depends on what you like, but you can also go up the sides too. Doing it a lot lighter here because I don't want it to be as dark as it is at the bottom. I just want that feel of the black going up the side. Let's do these two. Oopsies. It's fine. I mean, you could probably do the same thing with watercolor, just watercolor, if you don't have one of these Stabilo All pencils or a watercolor pencil, whatever. whatever you got. Okay. That is that. So next time when we work on these journals, it will be the autumn journal. Okay. Oh, it's really hard to see with the glare. I apologize. Take it out again so you can see all the stuffs. I might take a little Distress Oxide and just go in these a little, because they do feel very, very, very like shiny yellow, or you know, new yellow, and I want them to look a little messed up. Oh, her hat is loose. Let's fix that. Oopsie. I always got to get carried away. There we go. There it is, in all its spookiness. All right, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you again next time. Love you guys. Bye.